it's Carrie Stevens here from the DFS Group, and welcome to our video review of the duplex provisions in the draft Sunshine Coast planning scheme. A duplex is basically two houses on one lot. Under the draft scheme, it's officially called a dual occupancy, but you'll hear me call it a duplex because that's the most common term that pretty much everyone else uses. The draft scheme has introduced some really good things about duplexes, but it also introduces elements which are very restrictive, or in my opinion, are just plain wrong. So in this video, I'll give you all the information and you can make up your own minds. So let's start with the good things. The draft planning scheme makes a duplex self-assessable in the low density and medium density zones. Self-assessable is great. It means there's no town planning application, it saves time and money, and improves the affordability of this particular housing choice. Now, duplexes are only self-assessable if they comply with the acceptable outcomes in the duplex code. So here's our duplex code, and it sets the standards to ensure duplexes are well designed, attractive and suitably located. For example, duplex dwellings cannot be mirror images of each other. They must have distinct external design variations. It means we won't end up with an ugly duplex like this. The code also has requirements about the amount of private open space, the location and amount of landscaping, and things like car parking and fences. All of these provisions ensure the Sunshine Coast will get duplexes that are well designed and good for the occupants, the neighbours and the streetscape. So they're the good things about duplexes, which means it's now time to talk about the bad things. You know how I said earlier that duplexes were self-assessable in the low density zone? Well, that's only if the site is in a dual occupancy precinct, which is a hot pink diagonal hatching shown over the low density zone areas like this. This is the Coolum zone map, and if you own a property in Russell Street, right here, and your land is 600 square metres or greater, you can build a self-assessable duplex. But if you own land anywhere else in Coolum, or for that matter anywhere in Buderim, anywhere in Nambour, anywhere in Sippy Downs, Golden Beach or Caloundra West, you can't build a duplex in the low density zone. The draft planning scheme makes it an inconsistent use and unlikely to be approved. In fact, only 11 of the local plan areas allow duplexes in the low density zone. So if you have land in one of the other 25 local areas, then you can't develop a duplex. If that isn't bad enough, the local areas that do allow duplexes only allow them on a very small number of sites, like Russell Street in Coolum, where there are 18 sites, or on the southern side of Hill Street at Pomona, which has just 12 sites. So come on, Council, what's so wrong with duplexes? You've got a great code to govern the design and appearance, so what are you so afraid of? Look at this building here. It's a Sunshine Coast duplex, and doesn't it look great? And here's another one. Duplexes offer affordability and housing choice. Not everyone wants to live in a McMansion in the suburbs, and not everyone can afford to. A duplex is an efficient use of land. It allows for infill development and the use of existing infrastructure like roads, water and sewer. And what about offering some choice in our urban areas instead of a homogeneous blanket of sameness? Our communities should have young people, old people, families, singles and dual income earners, and our urban areas should offer a range of housing options to accommodate them all. I think duplexes should be allowed in more areas and in many more locations than the draft planning scheme currently allows. The duplex code ensures the quality and appearance of the product, and the market will dictate the demand. So that's the end of my review of duplexes, the good, the bad and the ugly. What do you think? Is it just me who thinks these draft provisions are so wrong and so restrictive? If you want to change how duplexes are treated in the future planning scheme, then you should write a submission to Council before 14 December. It's really easy to make a submission. Just click on the link, there's an online form, and follow the prompts. All online. And if you need any help with your submission or you want someone professional to do it for you, just call our office. We can help prepare one for you. Thank you for watching this video review. If you liked it and you want to keep connected with more news and information, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel or join our mailing list on our website at dfsgroup.com.au. This has been Carrie Stevens. Bye for now.